When it comes to parenting, my wife and I are very different.
I would describe Robert's parenting style as a no-nonsense disciplinarian.
When I say no, I mean no. Cindy will say no and eventually say yes.
I just give in to her.
My wife thinks I'm too tough on my daughter.
Robert loses it and demands that our daughter acts appropriate all the time.
I will call Sadara on her stuff, but Cindy just wants to coddle her. She lets Sadara do what she wants. It drives me nuts.
The way he parents, I sometimes think that it affects her self-esteem and it makes her act out even more.
Nothing scares her. We put motion sensors in the house.
And she takes out the batteries.
We've screwed the window shut and she'll find a screwdriver and unscrew the window.
We even put loose chains around her ankles so she couldn't take her pajamas off and get her jeans on to go out.
My little girl needs to straighten up her act, and if it's getting her butt kicked, that's what she needs. I don't want to mess around. I'm done arguing with a child. I want Sadara to answer for what she's done wrong.
Robert got so fed up, he moved out of the house about 4 months ago.
Because I did not want to deal with the issues with my daughter.
I have to admit, it's very difficult to parent Sadara, but if it comes down to it, and I have to choose between my marriage and my daughter, I'm going to choose my daughter.
All right, I'm glad you guys are here because this situation is spiraling out of control, right?
Correct.
Absolutely.
How many times have the police been called?
Over 150 times.
Yeah.
You have very different attitudes about parenting, correct?
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
And you think he is way too harsh.
Yes, definitely.
And you think she is way too
Lenient.
I made a list of the things you told us that you thought crossed the line here. One, you say that he's chained her ankles together with a padlock. Have you shackled this child, her ankles?
Yeah, she could walk around, but it made her limited for her running away at night so we could sleep. I put a chain on her that was about 10 foot long, and she had to drag this chain around. It wasn't chained to anything but to her, but it would make noise so we could hear her going across the tile floor. Well, she found a way to pull it up through her pants, and Mom caught her going down the road at 2 in the morning. She's heading down to Taco Bell to see her friends. And the police tell us to do whatever we can to keep her there. So we've locked her window, we've locked her doors. I've done everything I can to keep her from leaving.
I did not like it from the get-go. I did not want it to
Well, that's
happen.
moronic. The police told you that, that's moronic.
Yeah.
They need to police and not parent, okay?
Looking back,
So when you say cut her hair as punishment, what do you mean cut her hair as punishment?
yeah, she wouldn't tell us where she was. And she says, well, you can't take nothing else from me, you know. And I says, well, I'll take your hair. And I cut a little piece off the back of her hair underneath. I didn't cut her hair off. You couldn't even notice it with her hair.
It was a chunk off her back.
Yeah, a little.
For a girl, that's very traumatic, and that's what he's not understanding. And he was willing to
and I was wrong.
Continue to cut until he got the answer he wanted.
Does he call her names?
He does.
What?
He's called her a bitch. He's called her a whore. He's called her a tramp. He just tells her she's a piece of He has chipped away at her self-esteem, and that's why my daughter is where she's at.
What is your objective in calling her these names?
I will tell her to get off her fat ass. I've never called her fat. She comes home, she lays around, she doesn't want to contribute, she doesn't want to help around the house.
Have you called her a bitch?
Yes.
Called her a whore?
I said you're out whoring it, and I've never called her a whore.
What's your objective in labeling her in this way? You think she's...
Frustration. Frustration.
So it's not meant to change her, it's you're venting.
Yeah, I would say so.
You try to compensate for this?
I do, because I as a girl and as a mom, know emotionally what this is doing to my daughter.
And what is that?
It's tearing her apart. It's making her feel like her life is worthless and not worth living, and that she's looking for a father figure. She's lost every male figure in her life. And this is not what she needs. She needs somebody to help comfort her and guide her.